It's Tuesday, start of another week. Got a bit of work done yesterday, mainly on the Ferrari and the Kawasaki. So planning to spend a bit of time on the MiG today. So made a big step in the Ferrari. I got the body on the chassis. So that was a huge step. That was something I thought was going to be difficult. Was a little bit of wiggling, but wasn't as bad as what I had thought. As you can see here, a few more parts, wipers, cowling, and the like. One part did come off. It's just a chin spoiler for the front, so it's not a big deal. I knocked it off when I was putting the body on. For the Kawasaki yesterday, I put the final coat of paint on the fender and on the gas tank, and couldn't be happier with this paint. Not just the color but the paint itself. Like I said, this is the small bottles of testers. It's the acrylic, and you can see decent shine on it there even right out of the bottle. It sprays beautifully, that paint does. So I don't know what a brush paint's like, but it looks like it would brush paint pretty good as well. But it sprays really, really nice. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't shy away from those small square bottles of testers, whether you're airbrushing or brush painting. It is, in my opinion, this is the enamel. This is the steel color. In my opinion, for my taste, this is the best steel paint. Like I said, it's the enamel one, and the same thing with the testers enamel silver paint. Beautiful, beautiful color. So I know this is what a lot of us grew up with, was these small little square bottles of testers, and we've moved on to bigger and better things nowadays. But yeah, I still think this tester stuff is great paint. So like I said, I'm going to spend a bit of time on the MiG today, hoping to finish up this step today. Get this front cover on, get the flaps and stuff on both wings. These I'm going to leave off until I'm finished painting, and this I'm going to leave off until I'm finished painting. That's this assembly here, so I'll leave that off until I get the bottom painted as well. So I think, once I get these on, get the rear stabilizers on, I think they're stabilizers, and get these front parts on the wing, then I'll be able to start painting. I've started taping the canopy. It's very difficult to tape this canopy because even though you can see the ridges there you can barely feel them, which makes cutting the tape very, very difficult. So I'm thinking about probably trying some masking fluid on there. I mean, like I said, you can see it there, but you can barely feel it, which, like I said, makes cutting really difficult. So I'll see what I'll do with that when I get up that far. So I'll be right back. Okay, so back again. It's Wednesday. So I got the flaps and stuff on the MIG. Once that's dry, I have a couple of more pieces here that go on the front leading edge of the wings. I have the canopies here to put on. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video or not, but I'm going to try masking in with this. The ridges are, or the structure of the canopy is too fine to cut with a knife, I find. Trying to find the edge of the tape. So I'm going to give the fluid a try. And then I just need to do some seams. I'll use this tulip. I have a large bottle of tulip here, but I cannot find it anywhere. Like most other things in this room, it's here, but where's the magic question? So there's really not a whole lot of seam filling to do on this kit. The fuselage and stuff is in multiple parts, but all of the parts are where actual seams are anyways. So those seams don't have to be filled. The ones that I do need to fill are around here where the wings join, and a little bit here along the leading edge of these wings. So not a whole lot of filling. Using the tulip, shouldn't have to do any sanding, so that should be pretty good. So with any luck, I'll be able to start putting down some paint. Well, I have to do the pre-shading first, and then I'll be doing the bottom, pale blue. And I think the gray that I'm going to use is another one of these testers acrylics. This is camo gray. See, it's a very nice light shade of gray, so give that a whirl for the top part. Been working on the Ferrari a little bit as well. I just have the cowling and the wipers to do. And as far as building goes, that should button up the body. And then it's just the doors and some of the detail badging. So yeah, by the time you watch this video, you will probably have already seen a video on the Ferrari update. So yeah, that's about it. That's pretty much what I'm doing here tonight. Trying to get another bit of the MIG ready for putting some paint. Yeah, and haven't been doing a whole lot on the Kawasaki this week so far. May get a little bit more of that done this weekend as well. I'd like to at least get this muffler painted. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I'll be back when I have a bit more to show. Evening again. Back at the bench here for another hour or so. Continuing to work on the MIG. So I have the leading edges of the wings completed now. Started to install a canopy before I start to paint. Got the flaps and trailing edges done. Had the tail on, or the horizontal stabilizers on. Little bit of touch-up painting to do here, detail painting on the back here before I put the rear part of the canopy down. And once that's done, and I get the canopy put on, I'm ready then to start to paint. Like I said before, the way this kit goes together, they really put a lot of thought into where seams would be on the real plane. I do need to touch up the seams here, but by the look of it, there actually is a seam there on the real plane, just by looking at this model. Bit of a seam here as well to touch up a little bit. This seam here looks pretty good, but this one here needs a little bit of a touch up. And again, right here where my finger's in the way, but I had that seam there on both sides. That needs to be filled in. That seam does. So, but yeah. So once that's done, I can start on the painting of that. I've been doing a little bit of work on the Ferrari. I'm just about to do an update video on that, which I'll do right after I shut the camera off here now, because I'm pretty much done down here for tonight. Have these parts here ready now to... These were already initially painted, but I'm going to give them a fresh coat of paint when I'm painting the bottom of that. So I have everything here now is ready for the light blue paint. That's the pitted tube. And yeah, so that's where we're at. The MIG is coming along pretty good. If everything goes okay, there should be no reason I wouldn't be able to get that finished before the end of the month, I wouldn't think. So yeah, give me a chance at that plaque that Tim has made up there, so that'll be great. So yeah, anyways guys, I'll be shutting it down now till tomorrow, when I'll be back, hopefully ready to put some paint down. Alright, be back tomorrow. Evening again. It's Friday, last work day of the week, or well, supposedly, but I do have to do a bit of work this weekend, but either way, have a bit of this tonight. So this was, as you can see, put out around Christmas time. So I had this one left over, so take this one out of commission today. This is a Session IPA. Oh, it's good. Okay, so you can see I'm doing a little bit of work here on the Ferrari. Just a few bits and bobs on the bottom. Literally down to just a handful of pieces now to complete this model. But the rest of the week, next week anyways, my focus will be on the MIG. So you can see all of the, what I would call the major construction is done on this. I have the front and the middle part of the canopy on. I'm waiting for the middle part to dry. Then I'll put the rear portion on. I mentioned before, I'm going to try masking with this. I don't know what kind of mess that's going to make, but we'll see. So before I end the video for this week, I'm hoping to have this pre-shaded and ready to actually put the color on it. So yeah, hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow, I'll have this pre-shaded. I've been doing a little bit of work on the Kawasaki body as well, doing a little bit of detail painting on the tank. I have one side done. I have to do the other side. Then the seat can go on and the gas cap. And then this piece is ready to be added to the bike as well. So that's pretty much where I am with that. I do have to work next weekend. I was hoping to get another weekend on the MIG, but I guess I'll have to try and push this week to get that finished before the end of the month. Either way, I should get very, very close. So, like I said before, I really want to get my chance at that plaque. So, yeah, so the rest of the night now I'll be putting the last portion of that canopy on and doing a couple more bits and bobs on the Ferrari here. I'd love to get both of these done and off the bench, the MIG and this. And that would make room to possibly start a new build. Not 100% sure what that new build will be yet, but in all likelihood it'll either be something military or it'll be some type of mech, Mach A or something like that. Yeah, so it'll be either or. So yeah, I'll be right back, guys, when I have a bit more to show. Okay, so it's Saturday evening. So the MIG is now ready to be do some pre-shading. I have the gaps done with the tulip. So before I do any pre-shading, I need to mask these canopy. I've also primed some more parts for the bike. And that's about all that I've done. So this will end the video for this week. Hopefully tomorrow, Sunday, I can get the pre-shading done on this. As soon as I shut this video off now, I'm going to start masking the canopy, see how that pans out again. I'm going to try it with the liquid mask, see how that works. And yeah, so like I said, that'll do it for this week. Have another week to work on the MIG to try and get in under the deadline. So hopefully that works out. So yeah, so as always, thanks for watching. I hope you stay tuned for next week's video as well. And stay safe and have a good week.